Hello, friends. I decided to do this spontaneous live because as I was packing for ConVocation, I came across my Tarot Disassembled second edition, still in its box, that I picked up from Northwest Tarot Symposium, not this most recent one, but the time before. And its creator, Jennifer, is going to be my guest here on the channel next month. And so I thought, oh, why not go live? And one of the reasons to like and subscribe and turn on notifications for my channel is because this way you will know about these things. Although um, you'll also get access by becoming a patron. In fact, they even knew that I was going live today because I made that decision early on. Well, early on being 4 hours ago. So I love I like this box. I like this box a lot. Jennifer did a fantastic class at StarCon this year, which is part of the reason why she and I are chatting next month, because she weaves together martial arts and tarot for her StarCon presentation. And I, of course, am weaving together theater and oracle for the theater oracle deck that I'm creating with my union sister Dana West. And so she and I are going to be chatting about how we, weave very different aspects of the world and ourselves together. Um, and it just so happens I found her deck. So if you have any questions or want to chat, please pop pop in. And if even if you are watching the replay of this, I check the comments. So I first off with Tarot Disassembled, I love the colors. I'm like just scrolling through and I love that they're grouped by by oh no they're not. Are all of the light- my initial thought was like, oh, all of the light greens are this element, all of the dark greens, but they it's not that. It's not that. Oh, this makes me want to uh go by color and see if there are any themes that arise. I'm not going to sort the whole deck because that I think that would just be too long of listening to me talk randomly and sort cards, but I am going to do it long enough to have uh, a decent cross section to see. It looks like it looks like I have found all of the colors. It looks like there are three two different oranges, this sort of darker burnt orange and a lighter orange, blue, two different shades of green. There aren't a lot of greens so far. I wonder if anybody else is going to ConVocation this year. Of the intersection of the tarot community and the pagan community, Benabel Wen is one of the keynote speakers at ConVocation this year, and I love attending. I am presenting 3 times as well. I am presenting the grand emotions, how to use and change your emotions for spellcraft and ritual spaces. I am presenting the Tarot Show, again, one of my staples and favorites, and in particular for ooh, yeah. Oh, maybe there. Nope, that's just in the wrong pile. Sorting the different shades of orange are is definitely a little on the challenging side because the red is not quite a true red. It's more like a really dark orange. Um, but I digress. The Tarot Show. I am incredibly excited for the Tarot Show at Convocation this year because this is the year of Malkut. And so this is the year of the convention dealing with the physical space, dealing with the tangible things that we can touch and taste and smell. And part of tarot's work and magic in the world is being able to take those ideas and ground them into reality to bring in manifestation, to help us manifest, to help us spellcraft and such. And so yeah, remembering how potent last year's Tarot Show was at Yesod because there was this group of us who were all collectively working to funnel these energies together. I'm so excited to bring this into Malkut so that we are then taking those grand ideas from Kether, those divine notions, and bringing them into our bodies, into the world, into like space. So I have in fact finished sorting, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9. Yeah, we have 9 different colors. They are nowhere near the same amount. Like there are only 3 of these dark greens for the Magician, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Queen of Pentacles, where, let's see, seems like the blue is, seems like the blue is the low. Toss up between the blue. Yeah, those two. Those two are much less. Toss up between the blue and the light orange, between which has the most. 14 versus 1, 2, 14. So we got a tie, which is also sort of fun because these shades of blue and orange are complementary colors. So just in terms of the deck aesthetic and balance, I really like that. And it is not as if blue is all about cups and water. The first ones up here are the 7 of Wands, the 8 of Wands, the 5 of Wands, King of Swords, 2 of Swords, 2 of Pentacles, Queen of Cups, 7 of Cups, the World, the Moon, the Hanged One. Oh, thank you, Jennifer. I love it when the Hanged One shifts. I love it being named the Hanged One rather than the Hanged Man. Let us have all of the gender inclusivity. Yes, please. Wheel of Fortune, Lovers, High Priestess. Yeah, interesting. So of all of these blue cards, only a small handful are connected with water and cups at all. Um, hmm. So the next pile I looked at was the pile that has the black background. And I am remembering that in a traditional Rider Waite Smith deck, the black background is only in a few cards. The Devil, Ten of Swords, maybe? Not too many of them, though. So many more here with that black background. And I really like how, as the name suggests, tarot disassembled, there's just this pullout of the symbolism from a traditional Rider Waite Smith card. And how some things, like in the King of Wands, in traditional Rider Waite Smith iconography, the salamander is pretty small, but here, salamander and lion like take front and center. And I like that. I like that shifting away from a human centered focus and into the animal, the primal, the elemental focus. The butterflies and the crescents and the sword and the crown for our queen, Royal of Swords. Yeah, these are lovely. Um, it would be fun to see how it'll be fun to see how they read because obviously I haven't read with this deck yet. Um, and then for convocation, my last presentation is an open channel. How actor warm ups can improve your readings. And that's delightful. It's going to be on Sunday morning. And so it's just such a good way to wake up the body, open up the channel, also consequently be able to close down the channel because we need to both have doors that are open and doors that are closed so that we're not just spilling out and spewing forth our energy willy-nilly. Um, oh, interesting. Jennifer has even added some images like this in the Six of Swords, the Band-Aid. That's not something that you would normally see there in a traditional Rider Waite Smith. I wonder where that I wonder I'll have to ask next month where where Band-Aid comes from. And especially for readers, there are a bunch of cards with gray backgrounds, especially for readers that really do key into the symbols. I can imagine this would be a really interesting deck for you to use and play with, and especially for these the symbols that are more unique. These band-aids, they show up in more than one place. So with that, if it was coming up in a reading that I was giving, I could imagine easily being like, what's the owie? What's the hurt that needs to be healed? What do you need to put a Band-Aid on? What have you put a Band-Aid on? Is a Band-Aid actually the correct healing tool, or does it need to be something larger or smaller? Mm. The eye mask for the Eight of Swords and the rope. Mm. I like that. I like that. I like that. Clouds and mountains. Yeah, so far in every color that I have looked at, it's had some in each suit. Pa Yellow, we have Page of Wands, Four of Wands, Four of Swords, like my Four of Swords meditation, which if you sign up for Group Tarot's mailing list, you receive a copy of it's a video meditation that I walk you through. Nine of Pentacles, Three of Cups, the Sun, Strength. Ooh, a dress is included as part of strength. Hmm. Hmm. So that's a little peek into Tarot Disassembled by Jennifer Stidley, March's uh, guest on Group Tarot. And let's see what to close this off as I start shifting into presenting and participating in ConVocation. What do you want me to remember? The Devil. So this is reminding me to not listen to the devils on my shoulders, to say, yes, I can be there. I should be there. I am worthy of presenting amidst the likes of Christopher Penczak and Bennabelle Wen, and to not listen to my own personal devils. I am also like the hand gestures here, which is a Jewish blessing. I forget what it means from Judaism, but then of course was picked up by Star Trek. And the more that I can remember peace and long life, live long and prosper. Like, yes, 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 yes. And the bats here reminding me to hang upside down, to keep having an inversion practice and a yoga and a movement practice this week while doing the convention, while participating in the convention, making sure that I still have that time to and get ready to enjoy being upside down and to have my worldview and notions challenged with different perspectives. The grapes there reminding me to eat and to get enough sugars and fruit in my life over the convention time. Make sure to eat. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There are 7 links of this chain. And so that also makes me wonder what friendships or relationships in sevens may be forged, all of which are very different, save where I started of not listening to the devils that tell me I am not worthy of being there and presenting, and are very unique readings for this card. And to share a little something for everybody this weekend. Or whenever this video comes across your feed. Hilarious. Hermit, the year that we are in. Be the light. Work on your light, your message, your why you create in this world, what it is that gets you up out of bed every morning, what mountains you are willing to climb for your friends, your family, yourself, your message, your purpose in this world, and what obstacles, what challenges are you willing to have others go through to find you? Because it doesn't have to be easy to find your light. It doesn't have to be fast. It may completely go contrary to hustle culture um, uh, and the idea that you have to always be found and always be visible because otherwise you might miss things. Like, no, if you don't want to do social media and you want to only keep a phone number and that's the only way you want people to be able to get a hold of you, that's fine. The people that really are supposed to be a part of your world will be a part of your world. And when you are true to yourself, true to your message, true to whatever extent of being a hermit, finding your solitude, finding your isolation, finding enjoying your time alone, that's a beautiful thing. There also may be invitations to study religions and spiritualities that may or may not be a part of your personal ancestry, looking at the six-pointed star, the Star of David. Hmm. And then there's a beard. And remembering that it takes time. It takes time to grow a beard. It takes time to hone your light, to clarify your purpose, and that it keeps changing and growing and evolving. Part of the lens of my work and work in the world that that is my equity lens that I crafted with Matthew Reynolds is I work for the co-creation of a best world, and best stands for beautiful, equitable, and ethical, sustainable, and timely fashion. And I realized recently that health wanted to be centered even more. So I realized that that has changed now to be to co-creating at the behest of myself and others, and behest beautiful, equitable, healthy, ethical, sustainable, and timely. And so it changes, and your light, will change and grow with you as you change and grow. And the amount of time that it takes to grow that beard amasses more experience for you, more study of yourself, more study of the world around you, more observations on who chooses to climb the mountain and who doesn't, and how you feel about that, and if you want to keep it that way. And I'm also struck by that yellow dividing line. And maybe that's because I am living in the United States in the midst of a coup, and there is a strong dividing line between much of my country at the moment. But we get to say what lines we put in the sand that we're not willing to cross. And part of knowing what those boundaries are for ourselves comes from the solo work of the hermit. That year we are all in right now. Have a beautiful day.